welcome to the Save Our Community Services Rally. Thank you for being here today to show solidarity with the hundreds of community services workers who have lost their jobs due to federal funding cuts.
The backbone of our community. That's why it's called community service. You're there for the lowest disadvantaged people in our society. It's what you fight for, it's what the union movement fights for, and we are here today in solidarity with you.
Addressing violence against women requires leadership from our government. This includes appropriate investment and sustainability in frontline services.
At my absolute lowest, it was very, very difficult to do anything basically, and community services supported me through that and gave me a sense of self-worth.
I'm a peer worker, and this means I have a lived experience of mental illness, and I utilise this as part of my work, sharing my experience with others. The fact that I'm here today, standing here speaking to all of you, is testimony to the value of the work that they do and why I'm so passionate about it.
Community sector workers support the women and children who are fleeing domestic violence, apparently a priority for Australia. There are people who work alongside us when we struggle with our own mental health. There are the people who care for your family member who, by virtue of a disability, can't do everything for themselves. There are people who just need a helping hand in their daily tasks. There are Aboriginal people working within Aboriginal communities to turn around the devastating impacts of the structural discrimination Aboriginal people face in this country. These are the people whose jobs are being cut, and so many others. Do you think this work is important? Do you think these workers are important? Because let us be very clear, when the federal government cuts social and community services funding, they are attacking those people. They are attacking those clients who rely on those services. In fact, they are attacking all of us.
The government's interested in selling off community services to private enterprises, and it's already happening. Scott Morrison said at a SACOS conference last week, "We need welfare to be a good deal for the private sector investment." Why did the private sector have to make a profit out of community services?
The sector is expanding, everyone knows this, Tony Abbott says this. Then why are they actually cutting funding?
So to win, we'll need to throw out this rotten Abbott government once and for all. It will be a one-term Abbott government.
I've seen the loss of services to other providers, ill-equipped to deliver great value to people who need assistance. Because that is what competitive tendering delivers to our sector.
We're calling for 5-year funding cycles so that workers and services can plan at work and at home. We're calling for a ban to for-profit companies from tendering for community services, because there is no place for money-making when we're looking out for the most vulnerable in our community.
That we do the work that we do because we care about it, we care about our community, and without that work, our economy is diminished.
You know, one day you can be a worker and the next day you can be a client of that service. It's quite bizarre, really.
What do we want? No cuts! When do we want it? Now! They say cutbacks, we say fight back! They say cut back, we say fight back!
So today we've spent the whole day having workers and myself talking to the media. We've had every channel, we've had every radio station on the phone or here at the rally, and that's really exciting. That means it's working, that finally the community is hearing what is happening to this sector. They understand that Abbott is cutting money from this sector, and they're starting to understand why the work that social and community services workers and ASU members do is really important.
Obviously get on board with the union, obviously be part of the movement, because only together and collectively will we make a difference, and also make a difference for those people in our community that really deserve and have a right to long-term services.